Seekers, it's going down.
It's a jolly day. Would you like to try a peach mango pie with a side of Ace Attorney? Because if you do, then let's go ahead and get started.
Hiya, hey everyone! Happy Thursday! Hope everyone is doing good today. Noki Nova, hello, and Shadow Girl, hiya, hey. Hope everyone is chilling and doing great. I'm so excited! God, where we left off in... Okay. So, I was supposed to play Tales of the Abyss because I want to start that with you guys soon, but where we left off in the Great Ace Attorney is so tense and so good, I couldn't not, you know? Like it's so good right now. It's so good. Case 5 is always just so juicy and spicy. It is like, I'm assuming it's gonna be very long, so I really wanna just enjoy it, you know? But anyways, I hope you guys are all doing good. Sorry, I just looked over and saw the Great Ace and I jumped in. Where have you been? Where have you been? We've been playing this game so much. Kieran, I just saw your voice tweet. Your singing is so good, thank you. I didn't know that there was a singing March challenge going on. That's so funny. I missed out on the first like 7 days. Hi Kieran, I may or may not have gotten the Ace Attorney trilogy and the Great Ace Attorney via the Capcom sale. That's right. So today was also the Capcom, what is it called? Whatever the Capcom Presents equivalent is. And I did not expect anything from Ace Attorney to show up, but at the very least they are having a sale because of it, and you guys can get the Ace Attorney trilogy, both the Phoenix Wright and the Great Ace Attorney duology. I don't know what the sale is on. Is it on Steam or is it just like everywhere? Let me check Steam really fast because the first thing I see when you turn on Steam, I see my beautiful Ryunosuke and my love Phoenix Wright. Here, let me check them out really fast. So Phoenix Wright. Okay, so yes, you guys can get 5 games, the entire trilogy of Phoenix Wright and the Great Ace Attorney duology for $29.99 on Steam. It is the Capcom publisher sale. I don't know. I'm only checking Steam right now. I don't know if the sale is also going on Switch. I mean, I guess I can check really fast. Let's go check. Let's go check the eShop really fast. But for sure. Or maybe I shouldn't. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it might disclose something that I shouldn't show you guys. But anyways, for sure on Steam you can get all 3 Phoenix games and all 2 Ryunosuke games. It looks like if you want to get just the Ace Attorney trilogy, the Ace Attorney trilogy with just the 3 Phoenix Wright games is $14.99, and the Great Ace Attorney duology with both Ryunosuke games is $19.99. So honestly, if you don't have any of them, getting the package deal for 5 games for $30 is really good. So I highly recommend it, guys. You guys know I love Ace Attorney so much. I am absolutely knee-deep obsessed with this. Ginger, thank you so much for being first, and Ria, thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys are all doing good. And speaking of Ace Attorney sales, because the 3DS eShop is closing, Capcom is also extending their sale to the 3DS eShop, and each Ace Attorney game that's on the eShop is like on sale for like $2.99, I believe. So I was considering getting the 3DS games on the eShop, but my concern was that I wanted to stream them, and I don't want to stream from my 3DS in the sense of like having a camera pointed at my 3DS because I don't have a capture card for my 3DS. So I saw that the 3DS games are also available on iPhone, and it's not ideal. I want to see if by the time I get to them, if I could just, hopefully pray for a Steam release. But if not, at the very least, if you guys want to hop on them and you guys want to play them for yourselves, the 3DS games are available on the 3DS eShop for $3 each. So hop to it! iPhone, yeah, I didn't know that. So apparently iPhone has ports of like everything. They have the Phoenix trilogy, they have the 3DS games, and they also have Apollo Justice and the Edgeworth game. So obviously the first one because we never got the second one here in the West. But I'm excited because I was scared that I would have no way to play Apollo with you guys. And it looks like, as far as I know, the series that's here in the States is the 3 Phoenix games, Apollo Justice, Edgeworth 1, Edgeworth 2 didn't get released here, and then the 2 Great Ace Attorney games. So the only 2 that I'm missing are Apollo and Edgeworth 1. So I was scared that, like, you know, they would be impossible to find because I've seen the DS versions of those games being resold for like $80 or so. And I was really scared that I would have to, like, you know, pay that much to like get them. But then I saw that they were on, those are available on the 3DS if you want to just play those on the 3DS for yourself for $3. But also they are available on iPhone and I'm assuming Android. So the good news is they're not ported to everything, but they are ported in some way. So I definitely will check out Apollo and Edgeworth once we finish the Phoenix Wright trilogy. But yeah, that's pretty much all the catch up that I have with this. I just, oh God, my Ace Attorney brain worms. My brain rot is so strong. It's so good. It's so good. But anyways, I hope everyone had a great day today. As always, feel free to let me know how your day went, what you had for dinner. If you guys want to answer today's check-in question is, what is a song that really resonated with your feelings at one point in time? I ask this because thanks to the singing march, today's prompt was, what was it? A song for autumn, and the song that I sang was When You Love Someone by Day 6, because that song, I really, 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 really love that song. And that song was released in the autumn. It was released in October when Day 6 was doing their Everyday 6 project, and I just thought it was really emotional. I really liked it. And I ended up writing like English lyrics to it. So one day I could do a cover. And I never did. So I thought it was nice that I got to finally sing that for myself. But anyways, yeah, let me know if you guys have any songs like that. Also, I did update the chat boxes just because I really like this one. If you guys are using the pronouns, which you guys can check out, there's a link to that in the About section of the channel. Let's say I type this message. You guys can see my pronouns in the chat. Well, when the message scrolls up. So those show up, and I think that's really neat. But yeah. I also kind of themed it to look like a video game message box. So like obviously the inspiration is like Fire Emblem Awakening, but yeah, I thought this would look really cute. But check out your tweet with it. Thanks. But okay. No more stalling. We have to get to the juicy stuff. Where we left off. Oh, no, I was just doing I loaded a save with the 4th case because I wanted to preview all the like overlay stuff. But we are here on the 5th case. Yes, we are in part 3. Extremely juicy. Let's do this. A song that resonated with me, Wherever You Are by One OK Rock. I will not elaborate. Yeah, I think I've heard that song once before, actually. You guys don't have to tell me why, just tell me like what the song is. But anyways, so for those of you that were not here yesterday, basically, the 5th case is it's starting. We went to go to a pawnbroker, and there was a whole fiasco at the pawnbroker. We ended up meeting with Miss Gina Lestrade again, who is the little cockney orphan girl. Basically, what was going on was that Iris, who is the daughter of the professor that was murdered in the 1st case, is kind of suspicious and is kind of getting a hint that we know who her father is because she doesn't know who her father is. And some stuff happens. Gina runs back to the pawnbroker to try and retrieve something for Iris. But then we hear a gunshot, we see the pawnbroker dead, we see Gina on the floor with a gun, and the guys that also had a gun and shot Sholmes ran away. So there's a lot going on, there's a lot of drama, and also Susato got summoned and we weren't allowed to come with her. So what's going on? Ooh. And that's what you missed on Glee. All right.
I love attic rooms, don't you? They're so exciting.
Prison St. Sinner's Hospital. Naruhodo Legal Consultancy, Baker Street, Windibank's Pawnbrokery. I did a little bit of warming up, but if I gotta read as Iris, then I gotta be really, really, really warmed up. 16th April. St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3.
Hurley! Oh!
Oh!
He's not here!
No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she?
Oh, I know what probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home.
I'm not so sure about that, a baby or not. There's no question that he is for sure a baby girl, and that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered.
Oh,
Hello, what have we have here? Oh no. Hello, Logic, hello, Helix, welcome in. This ward is off limits, no visiting. So what are you doing in here, eh?
well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin.
Huh? Oh, well, begging your pardon then, ma'am, sir. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. A great mystery solvers as a mysterious family, eh? Moxie Mox, hello to you too. If that's how you see us, sure.
Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley?
I believe he's currently in the operating room there, theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation.
Extensive?
It has been several hours since he went in.
Oh dear. Is he going to be all right?
Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is. Oh my god! If the anesthetic's not working, that would suck!
Oh,
I have heard a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it'd be fair to assume he won't be back here several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later.
oh, poor Hurley.
Let's examine what the note actually says. Oh, I guess we can't. There's a notice board on the wall here. Look. Let's see. What does it say? Thought of the day. On seeing any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform matron. Oh no! Is this Final Fantasy VIII?
Oh yes, they have rats and mice in hospitals like this that they love to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients.
Rats and mice? Oh, I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose.
But the doctors and nurses are all very good, I hear.
I certainly hope so. For Mr. Sholmes' sake. Not much to examine here. This must be Mr. Sholmes' bed.
Poor Hurley.
I know. It looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it?
No, I don't think that will bother him.
No?
I often find him asleep face down on the floor, completely dead to the world.
I think I'd call the police if I discovered someone like that. I wonder what these are. Do you have any idea, Iris?
Oh, haven't you ever seen crutches before? Let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries, to help them walk. You hold one under each arm, you see?
Ah, right. I thought they were weapons of some sort.
Why would there be weapons in a hospital?
I thought maybe a fighter had been injured in a battle contest and been brought here along with his weapons. Oh, happy Miku Day!
That's surprisingly plausible.
Okay, so not too much flavor text here. Okay, fine by me.
The hospital feels pretty positively ancient. I hope Hurley's in good hands.
The hospital where Mr. Sholmes was taken, having been shot. He's currently in surgery, so we can't visit. The prison cell where Miss Gina Lestrade is being held, pending trial. We need to do all we can to help her as quickly as possible.
Poor Jenny, we have to help her.
~16th April. Local prison, cell 13. Hello, Gina.
Huh? Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made.
I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. What are you here for?
Jenny.
I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in trouble. So we were thinking that we might be able to help you. Oh! No. Oh, you can't! What you can't? Sorry?
You heard. Get lost. Don't be like that, Jenny. I know you didn't do it. You never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't.
You think you know me? Who the other one?
Oh.
I got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I can lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am.
But Jenny.
I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cove came by before. Said to be a lawyer for me or the like. Said it was my right or something. I told him to get stuffed. Don't need no lawyer. I don't need one. She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried.
Why are you being like this, Jenny?
I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? They want me to sign some papers. Representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway. The whole trial. They're pinning it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do.
Why do you think that?
Because it's how it's always been for me growing up in the back slums. Your life. You do what the grown-ups tell you, or get your mates dragged off by the coppers. Or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all. Been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one. That's the point. As soon as you do, you've gone to grass. You're dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, forget it!
Jenny! Don't you trust Runo?
No, I don't. Fat popcorn lover, thank you so much for following and joining the constellations. Welcome in. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone! Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night, at the pawnbroker's. There's nothing to tell. I figured it paid me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. Hello, your voice acting's amazing. Aw, you're super sweet. Thank you so much. Can we give a warm old Constellations welcome to Fat Popcorn Lover for being new here? Good day, Kieran. Hello, Fies Danielle. Hope you're doing good today. The old bloke walked in on me and you know the rest.
But why, Genie? Why would you do that?
Ain't it obvious? A place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Diving ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work, and half the time you don't even get nothing.
Is that really why you broke into the place?
What?
Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else?
Oh, give it a rest! What'd that be the point anyway, huh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of a difference.
Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe you. Whatever it is.
Popcorn is the best. I can't eat it right now because I have a sore throat. Oh no! Let's send some healing energy Popcorn Lover's way. I'm really sorry to hear that. It'll get better, so just sit back and relax and take it easy for now.
Leave me? Don't be daft! You can't believe nothing! Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot! I've told some unforgivable lies, I have, including right now!
What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies?
What did you mean before, Gina? When you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? She didn't say that, but okay. Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help.
Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now.
Jenny, please.
Oh, yeah. I want to give you this. Something to remember me by.
A photographic print? Of a really adorable cat!
I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point having it.
I wonder what a little photograph like that would be doing in a pocket of that overcoat.
Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye.
Oh, Jenny.
The white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. The barrels of popcorn. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it.
13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited. 1 small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13th April, 9 p.m.
So this photographic print is a redemption ticket?
13th February? That could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder of the omnibus, wasn't it?
A small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it?
Well, no. If Mr. McGill had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop?
Ah, yes!
If it's something Mr. McGill did deposited, we need to investigate. The white cat photographs print information has been updated in the court record. Okay. Bye. "16th April. Windibank's Pawnbrokery.
This is where it happened then? Last night?
That's right. There's 2 thugs I told you about. Obviously ransacking the place, looking for valuables.
But apart from the policemen in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance.
No. You're right about that, actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking.
I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black. Hey, Zoth, welcome in.
Oi, I heard that!
Oh, Inspector. Good morning.
I suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the 2 Groves get away, mind.
Yes. I'm sorry about that.
I thought you'd assigned an extra men to beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty.
Oh! Your ladyship! No one told me you were coming!
I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care.
Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are tending to him as we speak.
And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am. As you say. The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that.
Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change.
Or on me manners. Are you thirsty, ladyship?
Give me 1 second, guys. My dad's going to Yoshinoya, so I want to see if I can choose something for dinner really fast. I'm gonna pop a BRB really fast. Okay. Kind of hungry, but it's almost 11. I don't really have dessert food. Oh no! But you should still get food. You should still get food.
Oh, well, me manners. Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice, refreshing fruit juice?
Are you thirsty, Grexy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me, if you'd like some.
Oh, lovely. Don't very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship.
I don't even recognize him like this.
So, how is the investigation going, Inspector?
Nothing to it, really. Very simple case, this. Has some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge the diver we arrested last night, in fact.
Gina? You're going to charge her?
That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow.
Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me!
Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid.
Ah, I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the?
And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
Oh, how could you? Ow! How could you possibly know that?
I had a feeling, that's all.
Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris.
So, you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you?
Well, yes. They were rounded up pretty quickly on the lads on the beat.
And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison?
She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course.
Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition?
Sorry, not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential.
Well, I know he's being operated at St. Sinner's. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood. And his whole little waist.
Oh no.
It didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. A hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down.
I was gonna make a hemorrhoids joke, and then I realized hemorrhoids are not the same as hemorrhage. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know.
Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding.
But he will be all right, won't he? I'll be able to make him better?
Oh, of course, your ladyship. He'll be as right as rain before you know it.
Really? How did you know?
How did I know? Because, of course. Oh, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why.
I'd better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again.
Oh dear. Please don't die, Hurley.
I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theatre.
I couldn't help noticing, Inspector.
What? Out with it, sunshine!
Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Thank you.
What's the sauce, Sonny? I'm a copper. We don't go in for favoritism.
But he's right. You do treat us differently.
It's because of those adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories. That's why.
Oh.
I crop up on him, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson.
Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the inspector, Iris?
I don't remember, really.
It was one of Sholmes's lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it.
Oh, did I write that?
And you know what that one line did for me? Huh? Very next month, me pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you.
Oh. Oh, that's amazing.
All because everyone at the yard reads them. They read all the Sherlock Holmes stories. They even set up a fan club for me.
Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me.
Can you blame me? All it take is one bad word from you, and Holmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No, the great detective will say. He's getting quite overrated these days. Think what will happen to my salary if that came out in print, huh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I lost worrying about it.
But that would never happen, Gregsy.
Every month when the new Rance magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages.
Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves.
Lovely. Not very much. That really hits the spot, your ladyship.
Teetotal.
Oh, yeah. There's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes? What is it? Just chugging tea. And me too.
Got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now.
An important message?
Oh, I wonder what it could be.
Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector?
Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side. The assistant.
Lan Xiao Yue, thank you so much for following and joining the constellations. Welcome in.
Dear Susie, is she all right?
She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe.
Can we give a warm welcome to Lan Xiao Yue for being new here?
Nope, not anymore. Tried to head off.
Head off? Where?
I have an important message for you.
Are you gonna tell me?
Nah. Lord Strongheart's office, of course. I summoned her.
Yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that.
All Whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her.
Hello, how's everyone? Thank you for making me feel welcome. Of course, welcome in. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're having a good one too.
She asked me to tell us. She asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare to the return journey to go and meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a blooming messaging service.
I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector.
Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me.
But I'd better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away.
New location has been added. Lord Chief Justice's office. The office of Lord Chief Justice Strongheart in Britain's great capital city, London. Its grand stone architecture and the echoey tick of the vast cogwheels lended an air of authority.
Susie's waiting. We need to go and meet her.
Yeah, you should go get rest if you need to. These VODs will be archived, so if you want to catch up on them, you totally can. They're pretty much all on YouTube except for one that I forgot. 16th April. British Supreme Court. Lord Chief Justice's office.
Yes. No matter how many times I've come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow.
Anshuya, thank you so much for donating 200 biddies. I really appreciate it.
Do you think this place is oppressive? I think it's normal.
How so?
I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take all that seriously, can you?
Maybe it thinks the same way about you. Oh, wait, who is this? So, everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust?
Yes, thank you very much.
There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart.
I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious.
Very good. There's nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation to your return to your homeland.
Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland?
Susato-san!
Mr. Naruhodo. What was all that about?
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo.
What is this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And Shoyue, thank you so much for the care package. All right, everyone, let's all get out of our seats. We're gonna go ahead and do a group stretch. Let's all go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist to the right. Stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Roll out that right shoulder. Roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently roll out your neck. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And drink your water. Thank you so much for the care package. I really appreciate it. And tomorrow? Her homeland of Wawa? No! She's going back to New Jersey. New Jersey, Japan.
Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial?
No, not the free Wawa. I'm so jealous. Hi, Kieran. Welcome in, Filipino Ghost Boy. Hello to you. Oh my goodness gracious! Lorelei, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, 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 gamers. Oh. Yes. Oh. There we go. Urchin raid, Urchin gang raid. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Lorelei, thank you so much for the raid. If anyone is new here, hiya, hey, it is super nice to meet you guys. My name is Kieran. I'm a magical idol VTuber. I'm also a queer Filipino-American voice actor for animation, anime, and video games. If you guys like Fire Emblem, I provide the English voices for Sane and Rickard in Fire Emblem Heroes. If you guys play Genshin Impact, I provide the English voice for Kazuha's great-grandfather, Kaedehara Yoshinori. And if you guys like Yaoi or Boys Love, I provide the English voice for Koichi Mizuki in the English dub of The Titan's Bride. Lorelei, thank you so much for choosing to share your community with me and for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. How is it? What were you guys playing? Let me give you a shout out and let me see what you were doing. Lorelei Shinami channel. What are you playing? Oh, you're just chatting. Oh, your mom is so cute. I love your hair.
Pinapatayin niyo ba ako, ha? Tumino-tino kayo.
Pilipino ka ba? I hear it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm doing good. I hope everyone here is doing great as well. Also, Shiren Shin, Just What Weebus, and Morphe, thank you all so much for following and joining the constellations. I really appreciate it. That was the stream. I was drawing a bit. Ooh, what were you drawing? Wait, what were you drawing? Hold on, I'm gonna stalk you. I want to see what you were drawing. Hamster Tobeans, thank you so much for following and joining the constellations. What were you drawing? Hold on. I'm gonna stalk you on Twitter. Ooh, what's this? Is this an OC? Is this a VTuber? Is this commissions? Well, either way, thank you so much. I was drawing my friend. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. We love friends. I saw you recommended, and I had to raid. Your design's so cool. Thank you. I'm really grateful for that. That's super kind of you. Yeah, so we are playing the Great Ace Attorney. We are on case number 5, which is the last case of the first game. So if you guys need to head out because of spoilers, I completely understand. Either way, I hope you guys had a great time. And if you guys need to head out, don't forget to give yourself a nice stretch and drink water before you go. But if you guys want to stick around and you want to answer today's check-in question, the check-in question of the day is, what is a song that really resonated with your feelings at one point in time? For me, it is the song When You Love Someone by the K-pop rock band Day 6, because I really just love that song a lot. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the game. So if you need to head out, I'll be going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got a lurk? No problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You mean... Ooh, Unlasting by Lisa. Lisa has like so many good songs though. She's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Miss Susato, what's this all about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. See Among Us D's nuts. It's my first time here. What's up? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good one. I'm having a pretty good day, so I hope you are too. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as... That's not what I asked! What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill.
Oh no!
Professor Mikotoba?
If I may.
Yes, sorry?
You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news.
10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. Take care! And it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it.
As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible.
Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning.
I can't believe this is happening.
Sussy Among Us D's Nuts, thank you so much for following and joining the constellations. Welcome in, I hope you enjoy your stay. So, Gina has been charged? She'll have to appear in court? Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No, not even 24 hours later?
Gina? Ah, the Lestrade girl. The murder of Baker Street pawnbroker. Yes. An all too conspicuous case. A pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in panic. No, the yard is overstretched as is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases.
It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, Lord Strongheart?
In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave. Now.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their truths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend.
Serious matters?
Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. Three minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me.
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is...
Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her.
a timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl currently has no representation.
But that's not fair! Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused needs only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right.
Why would she do that?
A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison.
Yes, thank you.
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
What a day. Gina charged with murder. Susato-san about to leave.
Come, Mr. Naruhodo. Iris, we must make haste.
But, Susie... You're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do?
As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Miss Susato.
That's a very pensive look.
I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go.
If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer.
Let's go to prison! 16th April. Local prison. Cell 13. No! Hello again, Gina. What you lot here for now?
To have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously.
I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition into that thing, don't I?
Look! You can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you! Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. A farewell? Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home. To Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh. Right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable.
Susie!
Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you. Susie, I'm so emotional right now, Clover! Oh my god! Welcome in! Please, I need you to hold my hand. This case is so dramatic. But somehow, you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. That's right, I can't! What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends. They are clearly so unhappy. Because of you. Oh, what? It's my fault? Yes. So I have one final request, Gina. Before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, huh? You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths.
What about what you said before, Ginny? You said that something about unforgivable lies.
You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind.
Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted? Acquitted? The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Will you tell us about it now? Oh my god!
Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got a hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand.
And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubby hole. I couldn't say a thing. And then... I heard that loud sound, like someone falling on the floor.
That's when Mr. McGilded discovered you?
Yeah. I pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. There wasn't much left to see by, but when I looked at my hands, I had the cow's blood all over them. I was so scared. Couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands?
In other words, it was Gina that the witness of the roof deck saw through the skylight.
And Mr. McGilded started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were, and why you were hiding under the seat.
Yeah, he did. Only... that's not all.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you how?
He made me swear about what I'd seen, what I heard, and about what I was going to do after the cove was dead. They made me swear I wouldn't tell no one anything about it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarper before the coppers showed up.
Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. Oh my god! You said McGilded made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yes, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true. But it was when I heard the thud of the cove hitting the floor. I let out a little scream, see? Couldn't help it. McGilded heard that and dragged me out by my arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geyser, what had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny.
A disc? Do you mean...
Yeah, that's it. The one what the day took off my window banks. So the music box disc was there, on the floor of the omnibus? Not for long. A gilded spotted it right away. I picked it up smartish and stuffed it in his inside pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. And the bog trotter told me. I want to mutter a word of it to no one. Cause it was so dark under that sight in the cab. I was straining me ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door open and the footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably that was McGilded getting on board. Nah, not only him. Oh! Because I would definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people. Ah! In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilded and the victim. Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride. Whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it. And your own testimony, Gina, supported his. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them were asleep. I could hear him talking the whole time in low voices. What? What were they talking about? Sorry. I don't know. The sound of the horses on the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other. So McGilded was lying, as I suspected. I knew it weren't gonna take long before someone raised the alarm the bloke had been killed. Yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to stop, Mr. McGilded told me to idle back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. 2 cows from up top ran off to get the corpus. Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. Right. After they'd gone, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favour. A favour? Now then, fella. What I need you to do is take this coat of mine, deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. Why, I'll give you 10 guineas. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street? Up. You got it. It was Winterbanks. But Coachy snapped up the money and ran off to pop his coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one left in the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but not without conditions. I see. What were McGilded's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. Not telling a soul. Not for anything. About what I saw, what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more? Yeah. This is the most important thing, he said. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me, with some small change in his head. Now then, did you hear what I asked of then? Did you see anything at all? At all? You asked him to go pop your weasel, right? The fiend's taken me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker hereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand?
What? You want me to have the ticket?
That's right. And I'll come fetch it from you later. Sometime within the next 2 months.
He's still alive! He didn't die!
You're to hang the coat you're to hang on to it until then. Is that clear? Whatever you do, don't lose it. All right then. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop, win the bank, so it is, and you're to extend the loan afore the 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited, and any old fiend would come running along and buy it.
But I got that kind of brass.
Here's £5. That should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now. Go against me.
Yeah, I get it.
Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt.
The coppers!
Aye. They'll come asking you to take the stand in court, to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it that you might say, and what it is you won't?
After he'd gone over it all, I piked it. Got as far away from there as I could. I hid the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark.
So McGilded planned it and coerced Gina into giving false testimony.
Oh my God! The drama!
I'll bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. I told some corkers. Thing is, I said he wanted to make it so he couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what I threatened me with.
What a wicked man!
I know everything what went on in the back slums. I knew we had no one to look after us. We all was just looking out for each other, getting by together.
So you mean Mr. McGilded would have... In a heartbeat! I could have had the lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And where could we have gone then, eh? Nowhere, that's where! So, I didn't have no choice.
Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything.
But I'm for it now, eh? Go
on! Admit it! You must be livid! Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. Favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Huh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork, or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see. You what?
Hurley's having a big operation right now, Ginny.
Is that bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right? That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign the bit of paper, everyone's happy. Is that it? Something like that? Miss Susato? Yes, of course. I have the representation papers right here. I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer. No nothing.
Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely.
Gina's representation papers have been entered into the court record.
Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windibanks now. I, the undersigned, agree to legal representation by the lawyer named hereunder in regard to the following incident. Defendant, Gina Lestrade. Alleged offense, murder of Baker Street pawnbroker. Date of trial, 17th April, 10 a.m. Attorney-in-law, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done here.
I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now, it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windibanks. Although, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it.
To be continued. Rum bum 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 bum. Oh, this game is so good! It's so spicy! I love it so much! Alright, I've decided, after I finish this game, I'm jumping straight into a Great Ace Attorney 2. We have to. I was implored to by Kirill. I have to do it. 16th April, 1:26 p.m. Windibanks Pawnbrokery.
Here's where we are again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please?
What is it now? You should go home and get some rest.
Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers.
Your ladyship! Oh! I don't believe it! How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that? I salute you. Not as good work, that is.
I can see you've been very busy here as well.
Hello, Zero. Welcome in.
How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Oh, lovely. Well, now, let's see. Yes. Yes! I hardly feel tired at all. Fit as a fiddle, your ladyship. Would it be all right?
Would it be all right if we investigated the scene of the crime then?
Do as you please. You know where it happened? Through that door behind the counter.
Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windibank and Gina.
Right. Well, I'll be getting back to business then.
Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector?
If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford too much time on it.
Hi, hey, Anofo. Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it.
But there are so many articles to go through. It's taking forever, even with the lads working round the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case the Yard needs to investigate urgently.
That must be what the Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before.
So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine!
Come then, let us not waste any time. Okay, before we go, I'm gonna go pee really fast. So I'm gonna BRBBB. All right, all right.
Behind that door is the storeroom, isn't it? That's what Grexy said.
Yes, that's where I saw that dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. Mr. Windibank, face down on the floor with Gina beside him. As the accused's legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation. Yes, of course. And we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime.
Don't worry. If there are clues in there, I'll find them.
Windibank's storeroom. The storeroom where pawned items are kept until they're redeemed or forfeited. It's also where Mr. Windibank's body was discovered.
Poor Mr. Windibank.
I mean, it makes sense because she's leaving, but it looks like in the trial portion of this trial, Iris is gonna be our assistant instead of Susato. And that makes me really sad because I really, really, really like Susato. (16th April). Windibank's storeroom.
Poor Iris. She's clammed up completely. Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windibank's life was taken in this very room only last night.
Oh!
Wait! Inspector!
What is it now, Sunshine?
You took one look at me and tried to run away!
You think a Scotland Yard inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defense lawyer, do you? I'll just... well... never seen her ladyship looking like that before, is the thing. Didn't know what to say to her.
So you weren't running away from me. You were running away from a 10-year-old. I'm afraid this is a little much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
I don't think that went very well at all.
Oh, why? Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, Sunshine. I told you not to get under my feet.
And we have investigation to do ourselves.
Yes. I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say.
Oh, Hurley.
And inquire into how Mr. Sholmes' operation is going.
Grexy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley all right? Is he?
The thing is,
Don't mince your words, Inspector. Please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No. The operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well...
Out with it!
Yes, ma'am! They use something called a general anesthetic. That's the thing. And is the whole body insensitive.
The whole body? Anesthetized? Is that even possible?
That means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we could just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction.
The trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing if you follow my meaning. I couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, so I hear. And now that the orb's finished, I can't get him to wake up, apparently.
Oh my!
No one knows if it's the anesthetic still in his system, or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again.
Hurley!
The moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you.
What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Pshaw! You've got eyes, haven't you? Use them! It is what it looks like. Nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
So, Rexy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh, yes, your ladyship. Do allow me to humbly explain.
Before he does that, I'm gonna go grab my food because I hear that my food is here. 1 second, I won't BRB. I'm just gonna go mute really fast. Damn it! It wasn't my dad, it was my mom.
Last night, shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene.
The one and only door to the storeroom is found locked from the inside. So it was locked from the inside. I also forgot the voice mod.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was it the police officer's doing?
Quite right, ma'am. Quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible.
Oh.
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thuswise. And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutted child.
Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector.
Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl, was curled up on the floor, dead to the world.
She's still alive, you know.
Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious.
I'm afraid to say, she had the gun that was used in her hand.
No!
Presumably, it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now.
In her pocket, we found the key to the door as well.
What? The key to this storeroom? And you say the storeroom has been locked from the inside, Inspector?
Correct. all of which leaves her ladyship's friend in something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. Obviously, my personal opinion is that of all some sort of misunderstanding.
Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is.
This is a Glock! A real one! And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Windibank's life.
What's the matter, Susie? You and Runo look like you're about to faint.
Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a Glock in the flesh. And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Windibank with this yesterday, didn't we? I shall have to take my own life!
It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door to the storeroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand.
Mr. Windibank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded into his revolver, didn't he?
Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun had been fired.
So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver.
Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them.
I can't believe how many there are.
A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look! Pieces of different people's lives quietly gathering dust in here together.
There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would be, if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policemen shuffling around.
Not much I can do about that, Sunshine.
I like to imagine that when Ryunosuke's like thinking these things out loud, like he's actually saying them and not realizing that he's saying them, because everyone's like saying like, replying to it. The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line.
Poor Mr. Windibank. He was a nice old man.
Well, it was shot just once, through the heart. Most likely, the fellow died instantly. I wouldn't have felt a thing.
I may well be able to help with that.
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get one's blood pumping, is there, Runo?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold.
There you have it, you see. When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Yes. What a scientific observation.
Do they have official blood types? Ryunosuke Naruhodo blood type. No, I don't think they have official blood types. I don't even know if they have birthdays.
So you need this.
Oh no, what is that scary looking thing?
Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. Watch.
This is what a superstar looks like.
Oh! The color of the bloodstain has changed!
There. Does it make sense now?
Yes. I think I'm starting to understand.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see.
Yes, how wonderful.
The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash.
Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris.
Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Jenny would say it's bleeding great.
So, whose blood are we looking at then?
This must be Mr. Windibank's blood.
Yes, this is where he was shot, so there can't be any question of that.
This could turn out to be a very valuable clue, so we simply must make a note of it.
The blood analysis.
Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio.
Mr. Windibank's blood is blue.
As long as I have reagent left, sure.
Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. What is it, Iris?
That's the box file that my manuscript was being kept in.
Oh! Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this... Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, I sold it! Without telling you.
We must check inside the box at once.
Yes.
It was there. Iris's story was there.
Really? It was?
Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Yes. I mean, of course I believed Hurley when he said he deposited it there, but still, it's a relief to actually see it.
Really? Because it's not a very well hidden frown. Iris's manuscript. A long unpublished story that Mr. Shulms deposited. The Hound of the Baskervilles. How did Susato-san know the exact title of this unpublished story? I suppose I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me. Well, I thought... Was I interpreting it wrong? I thought it's because Susato knows her dad and he told it to her. Huh.
I'm so sorry.
Have we checked everything? We checked everything. Are we going again? Again?
Iris?
Don't worry, I'm all right. But we must find the true culprit.
Yes, absolutely.
Anything else? Huh?
Uh-huh.
No? Oh, we could show him. Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this, do you think?
We don't tend to share, Sunshine, nor the general public.
Ugh.
In that case, Gregsy, how about some herbal tea?
Oh,
Lovely.
not very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. You don't mind sharing that, then?
Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest?
Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Oh, a most fascinating tale, your ladyship. Fascinating. And, I don't suppose there won't be any mention of my humble self in the tale this time?
Good question. I can't really remember.
Oh, I see. Well, why would you, your ladyship? I'll just await its publication with eager anticipation.
You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly remarkable.
You looking to be arrested, Sunshine?
I didn't mean it like that. And even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? You let your concentration slip, you might miss what people say. Are we supposed to do more? Oh, Inspector? What do you make of this?
Oh, what do we have here, then? A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on one of the paper was to hand. Yes, this is the ticket for Mr. McGilded's overcoat.
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Really? Think you know better than me, do ya?
No, I didn't mean to,
Bruno's right, Gregsy. It isn't the same ticket.
Oh, of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So, what's this all about then, if I might be so bold as to ask?
This is a second ticket.
A second one?
It seems that Mr. McGilded, in fact, had another article in storage here at Windibanks.
Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, good. Because he's ever so easy to talk to. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilded's overcoat.
You mean to tell me?
Yes, there was more than just the music box disc, it seems.
I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly.
Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilded deposited another article here with Mr. Windibank.
Yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it?
Do you have any idea what it is, Gregsy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be an important clue.
Oh, well, yes, I suppose it could be.
Oh, my goodness.
Kieran 97 higher.
Feels bad, Pat, my sweet angel baby boy. Thank you so much for 15 months in the Superstar Sub Club. You know I really appreciate it. Thank you very kindly. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good evening.
Please, stop looking at me with those big old turquoise eyes, all full of hope and expectation.
I was thinking about,
Stop looking at me with them big old eyes.
heck yeah, I'm happy to see you here.
Oh, it's too much pressure. I'll lose me marbles, I will. I'll go barking.
This is no time for dog impressions, Inspector.
That's enough sauce from you, sunshine. There's one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it?
Oh, yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months.
So the small box will no longer be in here then?
That's right. It's been forfeited.
Which means it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop, where the forfeited items are offered for sale.
Yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once.
You're wasting your time.
Oh.
There are dozens of little boxes out there. Hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilden's. That information's not written on the ledger.
Well, I think we should at least have a look just in case.
Oh, of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure.
This is getting old. Okay, so now we go back to the front room. Oh, this one, right? I'm fairly sure this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though I'm not confident I can get it closed again.
Oh, yes! That's a folding stereoscope!
Really? This is a stereoscope? Mr. Sholm showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that, he used his Nintendo 3DS over there.
Oh, well, that's for use in public houses and places like Target. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for us to use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them. I hear they're closing at the end of this month, too. I have a little collection myself.
I wonder if I could make shmoney out of these in Japan. It would beat keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyway. Oh. Oh! Ah! Look here!
Oh, yes. A bullet hole. And I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall.
Presumably, Mr. Windibank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time.
Oh, well. Mr. Sholmes likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that.
Sorry?
It's all in there in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris?
Did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps.
In jest?
Well, he doesn't do it often. It's quite a dangerous pastime.
He doesn't do it often? He shouldn't even do it once!
Forget that for now, Runo. Let's examine this bullet.
What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A sussy red amoga sussy stain on the calendar.
This is where I come in.
Oh, right. If the blood changes to the same color as the sample in the storeroom, we'll know that it's Mr. Windibank's blood.
Exactly. Here we go then.
Isn't this just Herlock's blood?
It's completely different to the color that Mr. Windibank's blood turned in the analysis.
It just goes to show. Things don't always go according to plan, do they?
Nevertheless, we must add this sample to the results of the other blood analysis.
Is this what? Is this Sholmes' blood from the when he got shot last night? Oh, unknown. We don't know. Okay. This one? This is that strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things as if they're right in front of your eyes. Tough Tony! Hiya, hey, hey! Hope you're doing good. It makes you think when Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed it to us yesterday. We were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen.
Yes, this is where all the items that have been forfeited by their original owners are offered for sale.
That's right. We've got all the price labels on them, but there are so many.
I wonder if the small box this ticket was for is still on the shelf somewhere.
The box that Mr. McGilda deposited here just over 2 months ago. Even if it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed.
There's so many boxes. It could be any one of them.
Mr. Sholmes said that a pawnbroker is the safest place to store anything. More secure than a bank's vault. So perhaps this small box of Mr. McGilded's contains something of very great value.
Well, if that's the case, he'd probably have kept it locked.
So then, we need to find every box with a lock and break them all open!
We should take Bikini Bottom and push it forward.
Hiya!
That sort of misconduct would get you arrested. I won't let that happen.
This takes me back. It's been some time since Susato-san last threw me.
Oh, we gotta talk to the guys?
Not a music box. Do you have them where you come from, Runo?
Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan.
Oh, well, this will be a treat. Shall we have a listen? What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound?
It's a beautiful sound, yes. But it's a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce looks.
Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Grexy to have a word.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard.
I think my goal for today will be I'll go and do as much of this investigation as I can, and then hopefully by the end of it, it'll be ready on time for the trial, so then the next stream we do, we'll do the actual trial. There's the article ledger here, and Mr. Windibank's notes, and... What's this? It looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind.
Oh, look on the back. There's some writing.
Is there? Oh, show us, Susie, show us!
15th February, 10:30 p.m. Article deposited. One gentleman's overcoat. Loan amount paid, £1. Redemption deadline, 15th April, 10:30 p.m. A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1? Clearly it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think...
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
And is still wearing?
Which belonged to Mr. McGilded. I would have never expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though.
It seems Mr. Windibank just used whatever piece of paper he had to hand.
Oh, it's because of the photographic prints from the security system. Oh no, I lied. But this photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently.
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same as the one Ginny gave us earlier.
Of course! I was forgetting that she gave us that print.
Well, what are you waiting for then, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out!
All right. Let the cogs turn.
Yes, they are exactly the same.
I've got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret.
A secret?
What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once.
Do you really want to know?
Yes, we need you to tell us all you know about this pair of photographs.
So, Iris, about these two photographic prints. The one we found here on Mr. Windibank's counter, and the one Gina gave us before. What is this amazing secret that you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints? Honeylake, thank you so much for following and joining the constellations. Welcome in.
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry?
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same. Not exactly.
They're not?
Have another look at them now. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
I think so.
It's very subtle, though.
But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints?
Well, it's because they're a set, you see.
No, I don't.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London's raving about them at the moment.
A stereoscope. Well, why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently?
Oh, yes, that's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday. You see? There it is, just over there. His new Nintendo 3DS XL.
Yes, of course. That magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch.
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures, even without one of those contraptions.
What? Oh, really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, wonderful! then I'll be able to tell you.
She's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? You really need to get on investigating the scene.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Oh no. Tell me all about my new 3DS XL.
Have you ever considered, Runo, how our eyes see death in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them and it works.
But the reason it works is because we have two eyes.
2 eyes? Shocking.
If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away. What you see with your left eye and what you see with your right eye.
I'm totally not doing that right now.
Are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye.
Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly.
Exactly. And in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the two views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see.
My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me. I think I see. So, the pair of photographs consists of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that it?
Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick.
So, if you can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in these picture prints?
Yes, Runo. You're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that?
Yes, but as long as you have two images, two eyes, and one brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can?
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view a pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope.
Oh, yes. I'm dying to have a go.
Susato-san really loves this kind of thing.
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Cross my eyes?
I think I can.
Watch me and see if you can copy. Make your eyes do this.
All right. Let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo? There. How's that?
Wonderful. Now it's your turn, Runo.
Can I see it? Can I see his model doing it? I want that to be the thumbnail. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed.
All right, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes.
Oh god. Okay.
You should see two overlapping images like this.
Wait, let me try. Is it working?
You try it now, Runo.
I'm just going to have to give it a try, I suppose.
Did the print split into 2 images for you? Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this, and then try crossing your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together until they form a new single image in the...
Oh my god, I'm so stupid! I'm doing all this cross-eyed stuff, but it's doing the 3DS for me! Oh my god! Oh, yes! Mr. Naruhodo, it works! I can see the image in the middle now! God damn it! I feel like such a fool!
It looks so real. Oh, I could look at it all day.
I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt if you look at the 3D mode in your new Nintendo 3DS XL for too long.
Your turn, Runo.
It's okay, Kieran. I also tried it without the 3D effect too.
Pretend you're looking through the 2 pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your 3DS XL until the 2 images overlap exactly in the middle.
Like this, is it?
There! You managed it! Now you know how stereoscopic images work.
Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary.
So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo?
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get a knack of viewing them properly.
No, some people find it easier than others.
I had a 2DS XL at the time, and I was like, how the heck? How would that work if you played this game on 2DS?
But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky.
Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we? If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here. Oh, my food's here. I'll be back in 1 second. Yes, I can finally eat dinner! Oh my god. I'm so excited. I can finally have some clam chowder. Give me a second. I just need to eat some food really fast so I can have some more energy. Do y'all know that Yoshinoya has quote-unquote tempura chicken when it's really just like chicken nuggets and they put like an orange chicken sauce on it? Oh my god, I haven't had clam chowder in so long. I was hoping they would have clam chowder at Tokyo Disney because clam chowder is like my favorite thing at Disneyland, but they didn't, so.
That's the good stuff.
Sounds so good. I love clam chowder. Clam chowder, never had it. I mean, you're not like missing much, like, you know, it's not like you need to have this before you die, but it's good. But also, welcome in, basic little mochi. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, and thanks for, you know, being new here. I feel like Ace Attorney streams, the halfway point's always a Zatsudan because I always need to eat food because I'm doing so much reading and it's taking like a lot of energy out of me. And it's like, because I usually stream Ace Attorney for about like 4 hours or so each time. And I don't know if you guys know this, but most of the time for voiceover sessions for video games, they're about 4 hours. They usually go up to 4 hours. So it's like basically like doing a whole session's worth of reading. I slurped it too fast. It's like you're working instead of... It really is, especially because I have to read for all these different characters. But it's so much fun, so... Oh my god. I drank that soup too fast. It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
Changing your voice from different character to another character is really impressive, though. It's a lot of fun. These characters are all really fun and easy to do, so. But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscopic pictures. I'd never even heard of them until yesterday. We've certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. Considering the 3DS is closing its eShop at the end of this month and will no longer be able to easily get those games digitally, which means physical games will only be even more expensive, which means we'll never be able to play them and I'll never need to use the 3D feature.
This is the ticket that Gina brought in here yesterday.
Yes, having been entrusted to her by Mr. McGilded 2 months earlier. Article deposited, 1 gentleman's overcoat. And the other redemption ticket was in the pocket of that coat. Yes, for a small box, deposited 2 days before the omnibus incident. Could that have anything to do with all this? Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here.
I have noticed.
The red smear, you mean?
Yes. It looks like blood, doesn't it?
I wonder if Susato-san has picked up on that.
Well, in that case,
Yes, we need Iris.
we should show this to her before we forget. Oh, that's smart. So then you present it to her.
Oh, that looks like blood.
I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Runo. You can leave the rest to me. Bam!
This is what a superstar looks like.
Look at that.
Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it?
We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point. Well, this particular stain of blood.
Oh, you've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is?
I think I do. Yes, I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction.
That's right. I think it's clear.
Iris, you know as well?
You first, Runo. Who do you think it belongs to?
I have not saved my game all stream. All right, I believe that this is the blood of... Wait, so Gina's... No. He's dead. It's Gina. It's either Gina or Windibank. Hold on. It's Gina then, yeah.
Oh my! You think this is Gina's blood?
Yes. It was Gina who brought the ticket here to Windibanks after all. Sometimes the simplest answer is the right one.
But Gina doesn't own any gloves at all. Oh.
Hiya, hey everyone! Welcome to the stream. We are starting off Ace Attorney. We are trying to guess whose blood this is on this little print. Something tells me this isn't Gina. Maybe it's Did he have gloves? I don't remember. Well, he's dead, so...
You think somehow it could be Mr. Windibank's blood?
Well, he would have been the last person to have handled the ticket. Wait, no, it's not because his is blue. Hold on, Hiya, hey everyone, welcome to the stream. So we are currently in case number 5, and we are trying to guess whose blood this is on the print. Something tells me this isn't Gina and it isn't Windibank's blood, because Windibank's blood is blue, and Gina doesn't own any fancy leather gloves. So if it's a fancy leather glove, maybe in my brain it might be Magnus McGilded.
Mr. McGilded?
Did we try? No, we don't need to try, Gina. It's not Gina. Yes, after all, this redemption ticket belonged to him.
Oh, you don't think... You mean during that incident on the omnibus?
Yes, I expect so. It's a very clear print and no small amount of blood. So it must have resulted from a fairly serious accident, such as he might have sustained on the omnibus.
Wait, but if I remember rightly, no sign of injury was found on Mr. McGilded at all.
Oh.
We're trying to work out who the blood came from, so we can rule out anyone who hasn't been bleeding straight away.
Yes, I suppose we can.
I'll have to think this through some more. Who do we know who was bleeding at the time?
All right. I believe that this is the blood of... Okay, fine. I will go with Gina, but next time let me find that on my own, Relix.
We're trying to work out who the blood came from, so we can rule out anyone who hasn't been bleeding straight away.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, is it? So it really is the guy that died. It's thrice fired Mason.
Thrice fired Mason?
You don't sound very sure of yourself the way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago. Now that case.
And of course, I'd never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice fired, though.
The victim of the omnibus case? Yes. His name was indeed Thrice Fired Mason. But that would mean that this blood stain was left on the ticket 2 months ago.
Yes, I think it was. 1 second. Gina brought this ticket to Mr. Windibank's yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at the time.
So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago.
Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night.
Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give him a hand. It certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded has no injuries at the time anywhere on his body. From which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope.
Yes, I think you're right, Runo.
Very well. Let's make a note of this. Blood analysis data has been updated. Oh!
I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Winterbank set such a wicked trap?
I doubt he set out to scare anyone. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh? Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you will be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Quality assurance: if all the clocks really chime at the same time, then they're all working. Don't you remember? Oh.
Don't you remember? You told her she could rip up the You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer.
Really? Did I say that? Yes.
You did!
The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching.
In that case, we'd better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again.
Guys, I love this game so much. It's so juicy. It's so dramatic. This game is every theater kid's dream. No wonder, I know a lot of people like doing live dubs of this where they'll get like a whole group of people to play all these different characters. Sometimes I like being a one-man show though. April 16th, 5:41 p.m. Local prison, cell 13. Gina, good. You're back. Why is this guy always filing his paperwork at the last minute? Prosecution office hates him. The police have finished questioning her then.
Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful?
Oh. It didn't bother me. Oh, wait, no, wait, what? Oh? Didn't bother me? Thank you for the papers you signed before. I meant we were able to investigate at Winterbank's. What?
Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy.
What's the point in asking? I'll change what everyone's saying. No, I did it.
That's not...
Gina, we came to ask you for your final decision. Huh? What decision? About tomorrow's trial.
Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right. I'll see.
She's really lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry is just so hard to bear.
One second.
I really appreciate that Yoshinoya provides broccoli with the food, because broccoli is one of my favorite vegetables, next to spinach and kale.
All right then. Blimey, give it a rest with them eyes, Iris. So come on then. Sin. Who done it?
Unfortunately, we don't know that yet.
You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo, and all 5 of us know that you are innocent of this crime. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish. Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, for example,
The reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know why you broke into Windibanks that night.
It looks like I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason. And thrust it in Gina's face! Or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose.
We found this in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story.
Runo's favorite thing, rubbing evidence in people's faces until they tell him everything he wants to know. I think the nickname Runo is so cute. I think maybe in the Pokemon DLC or the next game we play that you can choose the character's name, I would want to name the character Runo. Maybe I'll make an OC and name him Runo.
Right. Well, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windibanks showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript.
Make Sterling a friend and call it Runo. I just need to get another shiny Fuecoco. Oh, but you know what? I do have 4 Fuecoco plushies, so I can call one of the Fuecocos Runo.
It was you, wasn't it, Gina? Who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night. Huh? You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Why don't you tell us what happened? Please.
I thought that's what would happen. All this time, I thought that was it.
Right, yeah. This Baskervilles story. It's the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured it's gotta be worth a few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least £5,000.
What?
So, you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you?
No, Jenny, how could you?
What? Wait, no! Hang on! Of course I wasn't gonna sell it! All I wanted to do was find out the manuscript, or whatever you call it, really was there or not. It's the only reason I was there in the first place. For Iris's sake. Isn't that right? We know why you've done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. We just needed Iris to gaslight gatekeep girl boss. You.
But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Jenny. I just knew it.
Well, When I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realised it yet. Telling you, that manuscript I did, Winterbanks. You'd soon see if you'd look.
If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean, that sometimes I wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere really, somewhere only he knows. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him.
Damn it, I should have sang that song for today's prompt. That also reminds me of fall quite a bit.
Oh, Jenny, that was so sweet of you.
All right. Tell you why I did it. Stop looking at me like that, Iris. It weren't because of Iris. That's not why I needed it, or I did it. I just wanted to know the truth. That's all. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest? If he'd really deposited the manuscript at Winterbanks? It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got a dad. Only she can't see him. I reckon it's gonna be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night, when I was listening to what you were saying.
Stories about Daddy?
You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective? So much as the adventures of a great detective and his boyfriend. Well, that's how I say it, yeah.
You're so thoughtful and so kind, Jenny.
Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate all this chummy nonsense, do you hear? I hate it! I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Because if you don't trust no one can let you down. So leave me alone! God, Scopper!
I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there, on both sleeves of the overcoat. Are some very sussy red stains.
What? Why you look at me like that?
I think it might be worth presenting one of some of our other findings in that area to Gina now.
Do you see this pawnbroker's ticket, Gina? It's the one you took to Windibanks, isn't it? The one for that black overcoat that you're wearing now.
What? That?
I don't know. They all look the same to me. Those ticket.
Surely not.
Well, this one has very obvious mark on it. And that would appear to be blood. Does that ring any bells?
I don't know. It all looks the same to me, blood.
They all sound the same to me. These answers. Suspicious.
The echo's killing me. Super. What? You think it's funny? No, it's supposed to be him narrating. Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet.
What? Blood? Mr. Naruhodo.
You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. Feels like I'm watching an episode. Exactly. That's the experience I want you guys to have.
So could it be blood that splattered from Mr. Windibank when he was shot last night?
Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else.
Take it easy, Iris!
Don't move, Ginny! I'm gonna shoot!
This is what a superstar looks like.
Oh.
Oh my! What the? Forget the sleeves! The whole coat is covered in blood!
Of course! The black color of the fabric was masking the stains! That's why we haven't seen them until now!
And the blood has reacted with the chemical to turn a purple color. Which matches one of the samples we've already collected perfectly.
And tie-dye was created.
Yes, now let's see. Who had the purple blood? Uh-huh. Yes, it was the brickmaster, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago.
I knew it.
What? What are you all about? The victim? What do you mean?
Tie-dye with a Y.
It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed.
Oi! Someone explain what's going on! Stop telling off a story! Oh, we're not even gonna ask about the representation anymore.
We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony.
Now I ask yous, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet.
No. If that was what really had happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach!
It's Yash. Thank you so much for following and joining the constellations. Yash or Yosh, let me know how to pronounce your name. Welcome in.
I've tried to run from the truth, but long enough. But there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilded!
Mr. Naruhodo. That horrible case is solved at last. And I helped that man walk free from that trial! I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence!
How could I have let that happen?
Bruno, did you believe him, though?
Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god, wait! Color Bruce, thank you so much for the raid! It's a very emotional moment. Color Bruce, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, gamers. I hope you had a wonderful stream. For anyone that's new here, hiya, hey, it is super nice to meet you all. My name is Kieran. I'm a magical idol VTuber, as well as a queer Filipino-American voice actor for animation, anime, and video games. If you guys play Fire Emblem Heroes, I provide the English voices for Sane and Rickard. If you guys play Genshin, I provide the English voice for Kazuha's great-grandfather, Kaidehara Yoshinori. And if you guys like Yaoi or Boys Love, I play Koichi Mizuki in The Titan's Bride. We are currently playing The Great Ace Attorney, case number 5. It is very dramatic, very spicy, very good. So if you guys want to stick around, I would love to have you. But if you guys need to head out, I completely understand. Steelhelm, thank you so much for following and joining the Constellations Genshin Gym Pack. That is right. It's purple! Yeah, yes, you know exactly what it is. Yes. Let me go ahead and give you the shout out and let's see what you were doing. Oh, you were drawing, of course.
What? Yes, I like the taste. What? How, do I have to spell it out for you? I, Color Bruise, like the taste of the minty, weird cherry taste that comes from Robitussin cough syrup.
What?
I lose all taste bud rights, and I know.
Excuse me? Caught it 4K on my stream. Why do you like Robitussin's taste? It tastes so fucking disgusting. Oh my god. But anyways, and follow. Oh no. Yes, guys, please check out Color Bruise if you guys don't know. Color Bruise is a fantastic artist as well as streamer, and also voice actor, as I saw from stalking their Twitter profile. They do a lot of the prints for a lot of the Dragalia Lost voice actors and whatnot. So if you guys are interested in checking out some of their work, please, give them a follow. They also drew this incredibly wonderful, hold on, I have this saved. They drew this incredible art that I was able to use for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet release week. This one. Isn't it super cute? Like, they're really good at capturing Sugimori style. But yes, for sure, if you aren't already, please give Color Bruise a follow. Thank you so much for the raid, and thank you for sharing your community with me. I really greatly appreciate it. It's like daytime for you, so like if you need to go do what you gotta do, it's fine. But if you want to stick around, I'd love to have you guys. Once again, we are currently at a very like intense moment in the game right now. Yeah. So if you guys need to head out, like fair warning, there is like mentions of blood and murder, so you know, just to be warned about that. But if you guys want to stay, I'd love to have you guys. Today's check-in question is, what is a song that really resonated with your feelings at one point in time? For me, it is the song When You Love Someone by Day6. All right. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm going to go ahead and go back to Ace Attorney in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just 3 fan, but I finished my first actual performance VA class yesterday, so I had to read. Aww, that's super sweet. Thank you. I hope it went well.
Bruno, did you believe him, though? Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent?
I believed. Or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to.
Yeah, thank you for the summary. Please don't spoil the rest of what's going on. But thank you for catching up, everyone. No, it's no problem. Go take care of what you gotta do. Good night.
Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon.
A weapon?
Before we came to Great Britain, the love of my life taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama?
Listen, Ryunosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what the truth and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have.
That's right! The gays! Can we get some emo spam in the chat for our gays? Because I love them.
Unwavering belief?
Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So I believe you, unwaveringly.
What's funny, Gina? Core, sounds like in this empire of Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. Now, come on! Look at the mess you got into, leaving that bog trotter. Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. Well, at least you learned your lesson now, eh? Leaving in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. As soon as you let down your guard, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. Get hurt by no one. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what's all want me now.
What the hell?
I bet that's what he wants and all now. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there.
I'm a believer.
Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely.
Well, Mr. Naruto, a lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened.
Gina, let me say it again. Please, allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial.
Are you half-baked?
Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth.
Seriously,
Mr. Naruto.
didn't you hear all of what I said before? I'm a born liar. Hips just trip off my tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget.
I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago, and you got into all sorts of trouble.
Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it!
Gina. I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize.
What do you mean?
The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side!
What? What, you expect me to say that?
Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully.
Do what you like. You Eastern lot are. Oh. I don't know what you are. I don't get ya.
Gina's taken herself off to the back of her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out all right in the end, I think.
Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once! Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice! Miss Susato! Somebody is there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before.
What? It's Sholmes.
Blimey, you're sharp, eh?
Oh, it's not Sholmes.
I suppose you're using one of those mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I've heard so much about.
If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Grexy!
Oh dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Oh, good grief! Listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived at this very minute. Not a moment earlier. I certainly wasn't hiding behind the walls. No, sir.
That is all. Nothing untoward. Nothing at all. Just want to point out that Iris has a doctorate at the age of 10, so what's stopping y'all from doing that? Boys. After hours? Is it that late already?
So then, I'll humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye, and bye.
That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat.
I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpish, Lord Strongheart will, well...
Emergency?
Lord Strongheart?
Nothing! Forget I said anything! Anyway, I'm off!
All right, Crexy, if you have to, but let's chat soon.
Delighted! Charmed! Can't wait! If you please, my pleasure.
That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere.
Grexy's so funny. He says such silly things.
It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. With her doctorate, mind you.
But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court.
I must attend to the court clerk's office now, before it closes.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Susato.
Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later. And so, our investigation came to an end. Susato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then, it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that I had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan. April 11:13 p.m. Naruhodo's Legal Consultancy. Naruhodo-san. It's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato-san? Today's been ever more trying for you, I'm sure.
Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. All on the back of the news that her father had fallen ill, and she must return to Japan at once.
I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task? Ooh. It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. But we've managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm so sorry, Susato-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience in the courtroom, I feel I've learned something. And what would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we only see a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on, for as long as we live. That's so true. Sometimes, I feel as though I'm blind to so much. But I keep hoping that one day, it will all become clear. That all the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything goes together. Naruhodo-san. I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much. Sorry? What? Oh no, it was nothing. Unimportant. Do you know what time you will leave London in the morning? Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m. I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. Hello, welcome in. But please, for me, do try. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean?
Allegra played that soundbite whenever an Isomium files they travel to a different place by car. Yeah, I do that too whenever we switch places in Ace Attorney. I love Allegra. I need to hit her up soon. I really, really need to get coffee with her sometime.
Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this. What is that?
Some huge bundle of documents.
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus.
The McGilded case.
It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windibank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you.
With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting.
She is literally the best character in this game!
It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina.
Thank you so much, Susato-san. I will do my best to use it wisely. Which character is Susato? I love Ryu is my boyfriend and I love him so much. But Susato is like the best character. I will take no ifs, ands, or buts.
You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure.
What? Sorry?
I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself.
Susato! This really does mirror how at the end of Case 4 in Phoenix Wright 1 though, Maya like leaves to go on her training, and now Susato's leaving. Although at least she was like halfway through Case 5. Hekacat, thank you so much for following and joining the Constellations. Welcome in. Case summary, victim found deceased on the last scheduled omnibus of the day after a stab wound to the abdomen. Details of victim, name, Mason Milverton, male, occupation, brickmaker, domicile, East End of London. Trial summary, defendant, Magnus McGilded, prosecution attorney, Lord Baron von Zykes, defense attorney, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Conviction was assured with 3 eyewitness testimonies. However, a surprise 4th witness's testimony resulted in acquittal due to insufficient evidence.
Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san.
Heka for short, no problem. Thank you so much for joining us today. A good old warm Constellations welcome for being new here. And thank you, thank you for your kind words.
I must finish packing up my things in my room. Susato-san, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night.
Wait!
There's...
Hi-ya!
This is what a superstar looks like.
What was that? A secret technique of mine. The Susato shut down.
Hi, Kieran. Happy to see you. Welcome in, Vidicella.
shut down? Please. I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. Susato-san. It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up for us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted. And yet, the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. And as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. "17th April, the small hours, St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3. Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind. You can always watch the rebroadcasts or the VODs. They're always available on YouTube, if anything. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place, exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. Oh! It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. My dear madam. To be continued. Rum bum 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 bum. All right. I'm gonna save the trial for the next stream. I want to see how it starts though, just to see if we see her offer anything like that. When I awoke the following morning, Susato-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last. One that I would remember for the rest of my days. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it then, because I want to save the trial for, you know, I don't want to keep on going with the trial and then like I end at like a really high impactful point. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys so much for coming out to today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed playing the Great Ace Attorney with me. It has been a wild ride. It's so good. I love this game so much. Oh man. And it's only gonna get even more dramatic. Holy moly, moly, moly. I think I might want to stream this tomorrow. I just want to keep going until I beat it, you know? I need to get to the end of this while it's still fresh in my mind. We'll see, but if I do, maybe I will play it tomorrow.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming out today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and thank you so much for everyone that raided and joined us from the raids and whatnot. It's super nice to meet you all. I stopped playing Apollo, and now I can't remember it. Yeah, I definitely am planning on getting Apollo soon, now that I know that it's on iPhone. But yes, thank you for the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out to join. Ooh, Michael's playing Final Fantasy VI, so I definitely want to send us his way to send some love because I love Final Fantasy VI, and now he's ahead of me. No, the reason why I want to get, I know all the Ace, I mentioned this at the start of the stream. All the Ace Attorney games are on sale if you want to play them on 3DS, but I want to stream them. So I need to get them on a platform that I can stream to because I don't have a capture card for my 3DS, and I don't want to make you guys watch a stream of me pointing my camera at my 3DS and you guys see all those pixels. So I'm gonna look and see how the Ace Attorney ports are on iPhone, and if they're serviceable, because I know that the 3DS games and Apollo and the Edgeworth game are both trapped on the iPhone. So yes, but if you guys want to play these games for yourself and you guys aren't streaming, they are available. Pretty much everything except the Great Ace Attorney in English is available on the 3DS. Great Ace Attorney on English is available on all the modern platforms though. And of course, if you guys didn't know, Capcom is doing a sale right now. So you guys can check out on Steam at the very least. I don't know about the rest of the consoles, but on Steam for sure, they are doing a series sale as well. So you can get 3 Phoenix Wright games and 2 Great Ace Attorney games for like $30. But anyways, we're gonna be rating Michael. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. Let's send him some love. Wait, I forget my commands. Raid, empty bomb, and 96. And of course, if you guys have access to the emotes, don't forget to drop him a hiya, hey, hey, and let him know how you're doing. He's a great guy, and he's also a voice actor as well, so please check him out. No problems, dude. It was a very fun stream as always. Take care. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Steam, 3DS, and Switch. Oh shit, on Switch too? But yes, thank you guys. Take care. Otsu Kieran. Good night.